Hello, my name is Sarah Nickel. For those of you who do not know me, I am one of the school improvement consultants for the department who provides open enrollment guidance. As you know, there have been several modifications to open enrollment, as well as provisions pertaining to athletic eligibility. Today, I will lead you through those open enrollment changes and provide details on changes to athletic eligibility. Today, we will summarize and highlight information pertinent to two large pieces of legislation which passed this season. You can find updated information on the links provided on this slide, as well as on the department's open enrollment webpage. First, we'll discuss the changes in open enrollment. The two large bills that passed this legislative season were House File 228 and House File 847. House File 228 ended voluntary diversity plans. House File 847 was packed with changes. The first change pertaining to the addition of preschool students who have IEPs that would be counted on certified enrollment to the September 1st deadline. Other changes listed here will be highlighted in further detail on the following slide. House File 228, also known as the Diversity Plan Bill, eliminates the denial for an open enrollment request due to a district's implementation of a voluntary diversity plan. Provisions include approval for applicants who were previously denied by the resident district for the 21-22 school year without the need to reapply. The bill also waives the March 1st deadline for the 21-22 school year only and allows for those parents or guardians who have not applied, possibly knowing that they could have been denied, the ability to apply for open enrollment. This includes full-time and dual enrolled students, students who may have previously attended a private school and now wish to open enroll to a different public school district, students who wish to enroll in a homeschool assistance program in a different district, or students who wish to open enroll to one of the state-approved online schools in another school district. The receiving districts do have the authority to deny open enrollment requests if there is insufficient space, lack of special education programming, the application would adversely affect the district's implementation of a court-ordered desegregation plan, or if the student was expelled or suspended from the resident school district. While there is mention of the court-ordered desegregation plans, note there are not currently any districts in Iowa that have court-ordered desegregation plans. That was just put in there as a safeguard in case that happens in the future. Also, as a reminder, Iowa Code sections 282.18 and Iowa Administrative Code 281, Chapter 17 requires districts to have a policy on insufficient classroom space for students open enrolled into the district. Board policies regarding insufficient classroom space should be reviewed annually. If you're looking at revising this policy, we would suggest you work with your local legal counsel or your Iowa Association of School Boards representative. Now on to House File 847 and additions to good cause. I say additions because the other prior good cause reasons for waiving the March 1st deadline still are in existence. Those are the ones pertaining to like a change in residence due to a family move or a family moving from out of state to the state of Iowa, the ability to open enroll and waive the March 1st deadline. So the additions to good cause include a couple department suggested exemptions, such as allowing preschool students who may have started the school year in statewide voluntary preschool programming and then are identified for special education services that would be counted in certified enrollment. So those are weighted IEPs, good cause for waiving the deadline, as well as incidences where a student changes residence from one parent or guardian to the residence of a different parent or guardian. Two other exemptions for waiving the March 1st deadline are good cause for when a child's school building is identified in need of significant improvement as defined by the Iowa School Performance Profile, So that would be in the priority category, or federal guidelines for comprehensive support and improvement under ESSA. And finally, there's now good cause for a district's consistent failure to respond to a student's failure to meet basic academic standards. And just a note on that, their rules and criteria will be established. We're working on that right now with the various stakeholders and the state board. We will update you once that's all voted on and cleared, and provide you additional guidance and notification about that criteria. Guidance continues to be relatively the same for most of the guidelines for transportation assistance. The only major change was the increased economic eligibility requirements from 160% to 200%. The process for districts to follow based on the type of open enrollment request remains the same, with the exception of the districts that had the voluntary diversity plans. And for those districts, Davenport, Des Moines, Waterloo, West Liberty, this is for the 21-22 school year only. The resident district continues to be the first to act upon an application if the applicant alleges pervasive harassment, a serious health condition, and there's also the addition of the district's failure to respond to a student's academic failure, with criteria pending as the department works with the various stakeholders involved in the rulemaking process. And finally, this is just a quick chart for your reference to serve as a reminder for open enrollment deadlines. Now we will switch gears and discuss changes to athletic eligibility and student transfers. So under Iowa Administrative Code Rule 281-36.15 parentheses 4, a student athlete who open enrolls under Iowa Code Section 282.18 from one school district to another is ineligible for varsity competition for 90 school days. Summer school is not included in that 90 days of ineligibility. Now, there are some new exceptions that waive that 90 days. These are outlined in Section 18 of House File 847. House File 847 added the following 4 circumstances. If the pupil participates in open enrollment because of circumstances that meet the definition of any good cause. If the board of directors or superintendent of the district of residence issues or implements a decision that results in the discontinuance or suspension of varsity interscholastic activities in the district of residence. If the board of directors of the district of residence and the board of directors of the receiving district both agree to waive the ineligibility period, and for applicants who are approved for the 21-20 school year only, who are from a district with a voluntary diversity plan. And the final new exception to the 90-day ineligibility period are applicants who enrolled in one district to a different district during the 2021 school year, and then before July 1st, 2021, re-enrolled in the district the student was first enrolled. Please note, under any circumstance, a student who is academically ineligible in their resident district remains ineligible in the new school district the student is open enrolled to for the time period of the ineligibility determined by the resident district. If you have any program-specific questions, please contact the individuals listed here on the links provided on this slide. For general open enrollment questions, you may contact me, Sarah Nickel, or my colleague, Marietta Rise. We also have the most up-to-date information posted on the department's open enrollment webpage. Thank you for your time today, and have a great school year.